All right, we're gonna head out on a couple calls this morning. Trying to wait for the sunrise. I always like to get the shots right here off of, right there, right in front. We'll see. If you come out in December, the sun will rise right there. It's really good. But now we're in springtime, and I think it's gonna be over here more. That's where I get my money shot photos.
We love the lurkers.
First stop of the day. She needs a good cleaning. That's why we're here. Oh yeah. All right, so I got a bunch of parts here. Water pump, eye sickness probe. Now, on this Manitowoc design, there's a problem with the Molex connectors on the wiring harness that goes from here back up to the board. And a lot of times you take these apart and clean them, you'll end up having to replace that wiring harness. I have one on the truck if that's the case. It's just a heads up. Hey, looky there. Look at this one. So that's the water for your sump for the ice. And then underneath this is the bin with your ice. And then look at this. Well, as you can see, it's been just over a year since we did this last, and this is how they get in 1 year's time. When they're dirty like this, you got to physically get in there and scrub on this stuff. Then I'm going to soak it in ice machine cleaner and see how we make out. All right, so I'll scrub on them a bit. Then I'll mix a solution with the nickel safe. I'll use the new Calgon nickel safe ice machine cleaner, and we'll let it get in there and work its magic. This piece here, look at this one, Super Scuzzo Buzzo. This is the one that's underneath. This fits underneath the evaporator, right under the grid. And if you don't take that out, it's a 3/8 little plastic nut, and then you can see all the scuzz that lives up in there too. Now we haven't even started on the machine yet. This is just the pieces we can pull out. Cleaner ended up looking like you still got to scrub on stuff and break out the pocket knife too sometimes to get them cleaned up, but they tidied up pretty good. Ice probe's all tidied up now. This got better. It doesn't get 100%, like you can still see some stains right there, but she's cleaned up and ready to go. Now I got to work on the machine. Go back together. I'll put it in the wash cycle. I'm gonna get my hose here and the hot water. I'm gonna melt all the ice out of the bin. When I get that going through its wash cycle, we'll get all this melted out and then sanitize the bin. I'm lucky I got hot water here. So I got this going. And it's melting ice like crazy. And you need to clean all of this. See this? Look. So you gotta get in there with your brush. All of this has gotta get scrubbed. See? And then this plate, look it up there. See all that? You gotta get up in there. Scrub it, dub. And in the tub. The sanitizer I'm gonna use in the bin area. Once I get all this ice melted down. New Calgon IMS3. Done all this melted. Look what's down there lurking. Ooh, yeah, baby. Yummy. It went through its clean cycle. While I was melting the ice out of the bin, I went ahead and let it make a batch. So it's going to do splashdown right now. We can check it. Then that lets me see if there's anything wrong with my machine after I put it back together and cleaned it. I tackle the bin, and I want to melt that first batch anyways. So we'll check it, and then we'll turn the machine off, and we can let this water drain out and sanitize this bin because it sure needs it. Splash down. Oh yeah, the bridge thickness looks good. So what I want to do now is I want to come up here and turn this off. So I'm done sanitizing my stuff. Business. So if you don't melt the ice, and sanitize the bin. This is what we get into. And that's on the bottom of the bin. Lots of scuzz. Scuzzo. Alright, and there she is, all sanitized, clean, tidied up. Ready for business. Alright, that's one batch down. Get one more batch. You always want to watch it, at least make a minimum of 2 cycles before you split. Make sure you're good to go. We're back in business. Making ice. And I got a leaker. But I got my nitrogen rig, and then if you saw my video way back when, how I use this for blown out coils, I also have the tire connector on there. Got my nitro. Air up my tire to get me to the tire shop. You guys should all have that on your truck. So you get a low tire, you can air it up with your nitro. 10:50 a.m. It takes time to scrub on an ice maker if you're going to clean it right. I probably didn't get over there till probably like 7:30. So 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30. That was about a 3-hour cleaning with travel on that ice maker. Just so you guys know how long it takes. It takes a while. I'm gonna go get my tire repaired real quick. I'll bring you guys along for that, and then we'll carry on with our day. Hey, it's all a part of the day. Got a leaky tire. My tire guy's in. He said, bring it by. Let's go get the tire fixed. Got plenty of tread left. There's the wear beads down there. Those let you know when your tire's worn out. Pretty nasty screw. I'm back in the race. That was it only cost me 25 bucks to get my tire fixed. He only wanted 20 bucks, but I gave him 25. So I'm back in the race. Here we go. 4 calls in this shopping center right here. 4. I had an ice maker here on the end. It's giving him some grief. I got a maintenance for this restaurant and a place that makes boba tea, I think right here. And on the end down there, I got a 3-door Everest refrigerator. He says icing up one of the evaporators. It has 2 evaporators, 2 condensing units. She's making freaky ice. Freaky isatitis. Over. Look at this. That should be an harvest. Yeah, it's not going in the defrost. Look at there. You should be in defrost. Over. Slimy and grimy. Check. Look at this Neo sensor. Alright, I'm looking at that, and then I couldn't help myself here. Look at the neighbor. Oh, little brother. Look, a squirrel. That's before. That's after. You knew your poppy was gonna fix it. My float's readjusted and set up so they're not hanging up and checked out. Got the stupid thermistor disconnected down at the circuit board. So now we're making ice again. We're getting ready to drop a batch right here. I also cleaned up all these condenser coils while I was out here too. Victory. Okay, the rats ate the wires off this condensate pump alarm switch, so I got to get that back together. That switch will turn off this air conditioner right here if the sump gets full. System here is the one that had the sump pump where the mice or the rats chewed through the wire. I didn't videotape measure quicking this. I wanted to show it to the customer. It passed with flying colors, this old R22. I will bring you guys along for that one let me get it all set up, and I'll bring you guys along for that one. And then I got to wash coils and check stuff. R22, I got it all configured on here. One cool thing about the field piece probes, I'll be able to take this downstairs and it will broadcast to the downstairs. The air handlers right below. I'm going to show you guys. We'll set up the indoor air probes. And you can't do that with the field piece probes. Now, I'm not talking bad about the field piece probes. I love my, the testo probes. You can't do that with the testo probes. I love my testo probe, and I got it right here. I use one as like my quick checker. It's right here. It rocks in my bag with the temperature one. It's a great product. There's nothing wrong with those. You just have to be close to them. These will broadcast. So if there's any of you guys thinking about purchasing them, the field piece probe set is with the Measure Quick app is absolutely phenomenal. Now the Testo app by itself, amazing app. Love it. Evaporator coil right here. I wanted to make sure it was TXV and it was an R22 coil, and it is. Bryant plus 90. I like the Bryant stuff. You guys know that. Good stuff. Okay, now that I got my probes straightened out, here's what we're looking at. Again, it's only 65 degrees outside, so they weren't even really using the air conditioner today. 44,000 BTUs. This thing, if anything, this thing probably has a little bit of an overcharge in it. We'll get there in just a sec. Subcooling's high. High subcooling, super heat. And you can see the fans are probably dirty too. Push it. About the only thing that comes up with the red flag is that it might be overcharged or dirty condenser, things like that. So there you go. It keeps going back and forth like it's not stable. Again, it's my outside ambient right now is 65 degrees. So it wasn't really even calling for cooling down there. So other than that, it probably is a little bit overcharged. Yeah, the indoor stuff's coming down now. Pretty close. I need to check it on a hot day. So let's get to some regular basic maintenance on these things. I want to show you guys out. 2 p.m. I'm gonna go look at this door here on this wine cooler. Let's go take a look. That it won't self-close anymore, and it's kind of a different mechanism. Looks kind of hammered and beat. So what I did find was this commercial display systems with a phone number, and on the door frame I did find this, the model, the date. Well, it's a serial number, work order number, to date. See if I can get, I'll get all the parts I can get top and bottom and try and rebuild this door. And the gasket too. The bottom of that gasket looks terrible. And then I'll video back if I can get parts and stuff. Yeah, different. And see if they're still in business or not. If not, I don't know, maybe I can come up with some door closer type of mechanism or something we could put on there. Oh, headless refrigeration guy, look.